Okay, all of you mark your attendance. So Ijaz and Anne Maria, did you write your notebook? Yes. Okay, Anne Maria, what about you? Also complete. So did you all of you finish your notes from first lesson? Your notes
Miss,
are complete.
Miss, I didn't draw that candles figure.
Candle figure. Okay, I need some. I will give you some more time to draw that figure.
I
That-
don't draw that.
Okay, that's no problem. Candle figure is not a problem. I asked you to write the yesterday notes compulsory before this class. Okay.
Miss, candle figure color അടിക്കണോ?
Yes, you can give some colors if you are interested in doing that. Okay, you can give the color of that flame. You should give. Then only we can understand what is that exact color or what does the different zones. Okay, so use some colors. Then if you have any chapters notes were pending, you should write itself. Okay, you should complete it before you come to your school. You know, in November 1st our school will open. Did you hear that news?
മിസ് 8ാം ക്ലാസ്സിന് 15ാം തീയതിയാ തുറക്കുക.
Okay, you have November 15. In primary session will open in November 1st. That's not a problem. You will come to our school as early as possible. Our situation is moving, isn't it? Our situations are going, so the online class will be end maybe. So before that, all of you should complete your notes. That is very important. Okay. So take your textbook. Before taking in the next session, I will show you the video regarding the topic flame and the structure of flame. I will told you earlier in the last class. And also please complete the table 6.2. Did you complete the table 6.2? Materials forming flame or burning. Please put a tick mark on the which material form flame. Which of the material forms flame? We know that candle form flame, isn't it? So you can put a tick mark there. Magnesium also form flame. Camphor also form flame. Kerosene stove also form flame. Did charcoal form flame? No. So you can mark does not form flame because charcoal does not form flame. All others form flame. Okay. Then I will show you the video.
Summer vacations. Friends have gathered. Summer vacation. It is summer vacations. Friends have gathered at Mohit's place to play a game of carom. During the game, the electricity went out. Mohit went and brought a burning candle to finish off the game. Everyone had seen a burning candle, but today seeing the dancing flame was interesting. The flame is an interesting topic to discuss. In this lesson, we discuss about the flame and fuels. Objectives. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to explain the structure of a flame, define fuel and fuel efficiency, explain the harmful effects of burning fuel.
So these are the remaining topics that we need to discuss. Okay, so we already discussed about the structure of a flame in this lesson. And the next topics that we are going to discuss is fuel and fuel efficiency and the harmful effects of a burning fuel. So we can watch the video about the structure of flame.
Fuel. When we look at a flame of kerosene lamp, it is yellow in color, but the flame of a kitchen stove is blue. It is interesting.
So did you see the difference between the color of a stove and the color of a kerosene lamp? So it is just an yellow in color, and in case the flame of a stove which is in blue in color. Usually the color of a flame that depends on the oxygen supply. We know that kerosene lamp contains this type of glass tubes. And you know, there is supply of oxygen is limited than that of stove. Did you understand? In case of stove, it is a burn in open. It is in open air. So it get large supply of oxygen. So this is the reason why different flames are appeared in different colors. Because the flame, color of the flame, that it depends on the oxygen supply. Okay. What's the answer? Why flames occur in different color? Unmute the mic and say the answers.
The color of a flame depends on the oxygen supply.
Yeah, color of a flame that depends on the oxygen supply. That is the reason.
Interesting to know that the color of a flame depends on the oxygen supply. If the oxygen supply is less, flame will appear yellow due to incomplete combustion of fuel. And if it is more, the flame will appear blue due to complete combustion of fuel. Do you know how these flames are obtained? When we burn the candle with a matchstick, the heat of the matchstick melts and vaporizes wax, which rises through the wick and forms flame. A candle flame can be divided into three regions: inner zone, middle zone, and outer zone. Let us watch Rohan performing an activity. He is introducing a glass plate into the luminous zone of the.
So do you remember this experiment? In the last class, I told you an experiment about using a glass plate. Did you remember that? And there is a dark black color is deposited on the surface of the glass plate after when it is heated. What is the reason for that black spot? Tell me what is the reason? It is the Tell me what is that black color deposited on the glass pot? Give me the answer, anybody.
It indicates the deposition of unburnt carbon particles present in the luminous zone of the flame.
Yeah, it is the deposit of unburned carbon. Don't forget that it is a deposit of unburned carbon on the glass plate, and it is formed from the non-luminous zone of the flame. Okay.
The candle flame with the help of pair of tongs. The glass forms circular blackish spots indicating the presence of unburnt carbon particles present in the luminous zone of the flame. Now observe another
This is the
activity.
reason that is unburned carbon particles are present in the luminous zone of the flame. So these unburned carbon particles are deposited when it get heated. Okay.
Rohan is holding a thin long copper wire inside.
This is another experiment that we discussed, that is heating a long copper wire.
Inside the flame with the help of pair of tongs. The portion of the copper wire just outside the flame is getting red hot.
Did you see the color change? What will happen? Is there a black or a blackish color appears like in glass plate? No. When we burn this copper wire, a reddish hot, it turns into a red hot. Okay.
This indicates that the non-luminous zone of the flame is the hottest part of the flame.
So this is the explanation from this experiment, that is when this copper wire get red hot, which indicates that the non-luminous zone of the flame is the most hottest part. So that is the reason why it get red hot, because it easily absorb more heat.
Let's check what you have learned. This is
So can you tell me, can you identify the correct answers? There is a drag and drop the correct zone in the respective box. I will ask those persons only give the reply. There will be options there: hottest part, least hot, moderately hot. So which is the hottest part? I will ask to Dia. Where is Dia?
Dia has left us.
Then Faith. Which is the hottest part? Where? This portion, or this portion? Which one? Please unmute your mic.
Miss, this portion.
Which portion? I can't see. This portion. Which top portion or
This portion.
at top? Okay. Okay. Then least hot. I will ask which is the least hot. Sean. Which portion is least hot? Sean. Okay. You mark the answer. Ijaz, is it right or wrong?
That's wrong.
What?
Wrong.
Wrong. Then, which is the least hot? Just a minute, Ijaz. Don't need to write. And Maria, can you mark?
Yes, miss.
Okay. Then, which is moderately hot? Alan. Which is moderately hot? Alan, can you mark?
Is that
Which one? Can you mark in that screen?
okay.
Otherwise, you can say which is moderately hot. The first one or second one or third one. First one I asked at the top. Second one, okay, Alan, very good. So these are the correct answers. This is the top portion, we know it is the hottest part, and the last one, this portion will be the least hot, and the middle portion is the moderately hot portion. Okay, so don't be confused about this. Did you get it point?
The candle flame. You have to drag and drop the correct zone in the respective box. Diesel for driving energy. We use petrol. Fuels are important source of
Okay, so the next topic, I think we complete the portion that is flame, and you understood the structure of flame. Okay, shall we move to the next topic? Fuel. You know certain fuels. Which are the different types of fuel? Give me some examples of fuels.
Petrol.
Coal,
What?
Miss, petrol.
Okay, petrol,
petrol, coal,
Diesel.
diesel,
Kerosene.
Kerosene.
kerosene. Okay, wood. All these are fuels, isn't it? We are used it for the purpose of burning gas. So all these are fuels. Then,
energy. We use petrol or diesel for driving car, LPG for cooking food, crude oil for flying an airplane, and wood to provide warmth. All these are fuels. All fuels do not burn efficiently. Fuel efficiency is determined by its calorific value. The amount of heat energy produced on complete combustion of 1 kg of a fuel is called its calorific value.
so
And
what do you mean by calorific value? Which means that we know there are certain types of fuel like petrol, diesel, LPG, crude oil, wood, etc. like that. So all these fuels do not efficiently or completely combusted. Their efficiency may be different. So this is how their efficiency is different. That is we count using this calorific value. and the amount of heat energy produced on complete combustion of 1 kg of a fuel. So when we take a 1 kilogram or 1 kg of wood, the amount of heat energy produced when we burn this 1 kg of wood, there is some amount of heat will be produced. We know that heat will be produced, but we do not know or don't understood how much amount of heat is produced. So this is the value, that is the calorific value to indicate the amount of heat energy produced on complete combustion of 1 kg of a fuel. So there is a complete combustion, which means complete burning of that 1 kg of a substance is enough to or needed to identify the or to understood the amount of heat energy produced. That is value is called a calorific value.
It is expressed in a unit called kilojoule per kg.
Okay, and this calorific value we measured in the unit kilojoule per kilogram. That is kilojoule. Kilojoule is a short term. We can write kj. Kj per, this indicates per kilogram. Kg for kilogram. So likewise, we used to write the units. Okay. Then you can see in the textbook, page number 73, a column is given about the fuel and its calorific value. Did you see that? So each fuel, each calorific value is in the unit of kilojoule per kilogram. That is cow dung cake, which means 1 kilogram of a cow dung, when it burned, it will have a calorific value of about 6,000 to 8,000. Okay, the normal, the most approximate range is given. We don't know the exact range, but approximate range is given. So when we burn what, or when we use cow dung cake as a fuel, about 1 kg of a cow dung is taken, its calorific value will be 6,000 to 8,000 in the range. And about wood, what about wood? What is the calorific value of 1 kg of wood? 1 kilojoule per kg wood?
17,000 to 22,000.
Yeah, 17,000 to 22,000. Then what about coal? Calorific value of coal is
25,000 to 33,000.
25,000 to 33,000. What about petrol?
45,000.
45,000. Kerosene?
45,000.
45,000. Diesel also 45,000. So petrol,
45,000.
kerosene, diesel, these three are 45,000 kilojoule per kilogram. Okay. Then what about methane, CNG?
50,000.
50,000.
50,000.
And biogas, sorry, LPG, 55,000.
55,000.
50,000.
Biogas 35,000 to
40,000.
40,000.
Yeah, 35,000 to 40,000. And hydrogen,
50,000.
15,000. These are the different types of fuels and its calorific value. Okay.
Miss,
Calorific
Yes, tell me.
150,000.
hydrogen is not 15,000. 1,50,000.
1,50,000.
Sorry, 1,15,000. Okay. 1,50,000 is about hydrogen. So these are the values. And what is calorific value? What is a calorific value?
The amount of heat energy produced on complete combustion of 1 kg of a fuel is
Fuel.
called its calorific value.
Yeah. So when 1 kg of a fuel is burned, when it undergoes complete combustion, a certain amount of heat energy is produced, and that amount is called the calorific value. Okay.
value of LPG is more than wood or coal. That is why LPG is more efficient fuel than wood or coal.
So you can see that we know the calorific value of LPG is 55,000, isn't it? And that of wood is only 17,000 and 17,000 to 22,000. So the amount of heat energy produced is high in which case? Is LPG or in wood?
LPG.
Yeah, LPG. So the amount of heat energy is produced in case of LPG. So there will be comparison questions will be asked. Okay. Whether petrol or LPG have most calorific value. Why? Because the most calorific value is for LPG because during combustion, LPG produces more amount of heat energy. That is the answer. Okay, did you understand? Yes. Sridev, please turn on your video. Sridev, are you there?
Fuels are important, but increased fuel consumption has harmful effects on the environment. The smoke emitted by vehicles and industries contains unburnt carbon particles which causes air pollution. It is
So the next topic, that is we studied about fuels and fuel efficiency. So just read the textbook. Please take textbook page number 72. What is a fuel? Read it. Anybody else? Those who read in the first class, no need to read again. Anybody else? Ijaz, okay.
Burning of fuels lead to harmful products.
No, not that.
The-
What is a fuel? Page number 72.
Okay. Recall that the source of heat energy for domestic and industrial purposes are mainly wood, charcoal, petrol, kerosene, etc. These substances are called fuels. A good fuel is one which is readily available. It is cheap. It burns easily in air at a moderate rate. It produces large amount of heat. It does not leave behind any undesirable substances. This is probably no fuel that could be considered as an ideal fuel. We should look for a fuel which fulfill most of the requirements for a particular use. Fuels differ in their cost. Some fuels are cheaper than others. Make a list of fuels familiar to you. Group them as solid, liquid, and
Okay.
gaseous
In
fuels.
table 6.3. So you can write there different types of fuel. You know about solid fuels, liquid fuels, and gaseous fuel, isn't it? Can you tell me an example of a solid fuel? Coal is given there. Then some other example.
Wood,
Yeah, wood. Wood is right answer. Then you can write there wood. Second one, wood. Then any other solid fuel?
cow dung,
Ah, yes, cow dung. Then next one is liquid fuel. Kerosene oil is given there. Which are the other liquid fuels?
Petrol.
Yeah, petrol,
diesel,
diesel, all are liquid fuels. Right there, kerosene oil is given. Petrol, diesel are liquid fuels. What about gaseous fuel? Natural gas is given there.
Biogas.
Yeah, biogas or the gas
CNG,
we used in our home. Sean. Say it loudly. Sean, you said the right answer. You said loudly. Others also want to write. Yeah. What?
LPG ആണ്.
LPG. Yeah. Natural gas, biogas, or LPG. You can write down. Like a gobar gas, also you can write others. Some other gases are also maybe used as fuels. Okay. Then next topic is fuel efficiency. Dia, can you please read it? Fuel efficiency. Dia, unmute your mic. We can't hear. Please unmute your mic. Dia, can you hear me? Sridev? Sridev and Alan? Faith?
Yes, miss.
Read it. The topic fuel efficiency.
Suppose you were asked to boil a given quantity of water using powder, coal, and LPG as fuel. Which fuel would you prefer? Give your reason. You may take the help of your parents. Do these three fuels produce the same amount of heat? Is the amount of heat energy produced on complete combustion of 1 kg of a fuel is called calorific value. The calorific value of a fuel is expressed in the unit called kilojoule
Kilojoule per kilogram.
Kilogram kg.
Okay. So calorific values are we all.
Some fuels are given in table 6.4.
Okay.
This
Enough
table-
faith. No need. So we already read that table. So you need to study those values. Okay. You need to study some by heart or just understood what are the calorific values of a different fuels. Okay. So the next topic, that is burning of fuel lead to harmful product. Harmful products. We know that burning leads to pollution. We know so much amount of fuel sometimes leads to air pollution. So we can see the video about that.
It is advised never to sleep in a closed room with burning coal fire in it, as the it is advised never to sleep in a contains unburnt carbon particles, which causes air pollution. It is advised never to sleep in a closed room with burning coal fire in it, as the combustion of coal will be incomplete due to less oxygen. The resulting poisonous carbon monoxide gas will be released, which can kill persons sleeping in that room. You must be aware of global warming.
So we don't slept in a closed room while burning wood. Why? Because gas, the poisonous gas carbon monoxide, which is released during with the least amount of oxygen. So this will harmful to our body. Okay, it's harmful to that person.
It is caused majorly due to carbon dioxide. The increasing concentration of carbon dioxide is due to combustion of fuels. Global
So do you familiar with global warming? I think.
warming leads to
Isn't it? So we know that increased carbon dioxide, increase in carbon dioxide concentration in the air that causes the global warming, and it is produced due to the fuels or fuels that cause air pollution. Okay, so combustion of the most of the fuels releases carbon dioxide in the environment. So when the fuel get combusted, it releases carbon dioxide when from the vehicles or from the factories like that. So it produces carbon dioxide, and increased concentration of this carbon dioxide in the air that causes global warming. Okay, can you understand the reason for global warming? Did you understand the reason? What's the reason? The increased carbon dioxide concentration in the air. Okay, that is the reason for global warming.
Global warming leads to increased Earth's temperature. This will result in melting of polar glaciers, raising
So what will happen if the global warming occurs? It increases the temperature of the Earth's surface. So thus the Arctic zone or Antarctic zones, like the ice cube or ice, these ice cubes are present in our sea, and what will happen? It melt easily. Okay.
the sea level. It will result in flooding of
Yeah. Then the sea level increases and causes flood.
the low-lying areas of the world. Another harmful effect of air pollution is acid rain. Rainwater that contains
You know about
of-
acid rain? So this air pollution also causes acid rain. How it causes acid rain? Because acid rain, which means it contains oxides of nitrogen and sulfur. So when the air is polluted, the harmful acids get mixed with the water, mixed with the rainwater and forms acid rain. Okay.
Oxides of sulfur and nitrogen released from the industries and petrol engines in dissolved state, it may cause huge damage to skin, soil,
എങ്ങനെയാണ് ആസിഡ് റെയിൻ ഉണ്ടാകുന്നത് മനസ്സിലായോ? അതായത് ഈ പൊല്യൂഷൻ നടക്കുന്ന സമയത്ത് it releases a lots of polluted gas like nitrogen oxides of nitrogen like that. Then when it react with or when it mix with the rain, what will happen? It forms its acid, nitrogen oxide or nitric oxide, which get converted into nitric acid, and this causes acid rain. Okay. And when the acid rain occurs, it burns our hand or it is harmful to the living organism. Or you know the effect of acid. Acid is causes burning effect. Did you know that? Okay, Sean, do you know what is the effect of acid? Okay, then Sridev and Diya, why are you turn off your video? Sridev, are you there? Are you attending the class?
Yes, miss. Yes, miss.
So why you don't turn on your video? Tell me, Sridev, I call you a lot of time here. Are you there at that time? What? This is not an excuse. When you enter in, when you join the class or Zoom meeting, you must turn on your video. Okay, don't allow to turn off your video. If there is any issues like network problem or any issues, you can ask permission. After that, you can turn off your video. So this is acid rain.
standing crops, and buildings. There are ways we can reduce negative impact on the environment by choosing the right fuel. A great example of this is cars, buses, and auto rickshaws that run on compressed natural gas or CNG instead of petrol. CNG is a much cleaner and cheap.
So how can we control this problem? We know that burning of fuel led to harmful effects like a global warming and acid rain. So we can control this by using CNG, which means compressed natural gas, instead of using diesel and petrol. Okay, do you understand the point?
Cheaper fuel. Summary. Let us summarize what we have learned. There are three different zones of a flame: dark zone, luminous zone, and non-luminous zone. Incomplete combustion of a fuel gives poisonous carbon monoxide gas. Increase in the concentration of carbon dioxide in air results in the rise of Earth's temperature.
What is this process called? The third point. Increase in the concentration of carbon dioxide in the air results in the rise of Earth's temperature. And this causes what? Tell me the answer.
Global warming.
Yeah, global warming. So increase in the concentration of the carbon dioxide in the air, that results the rise in Earth temperature, and which causes global warming.
Acid rain contains oxides of sulfur and nitrogen in dissolved state.
उमर स्कूल जाने की थी, पर सोच कुछ अपना बनाने
So
की, जो लोगों के प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर सके, क्योंकि बच्चे जब
this is the topic that we discussed in this chapter. We studied about fuels. We know several types of fuels, that is wood, kerosene, diesels, petrol. All these are used as fuels, isn't it? Then we studied about fuel efficiency. What do you mean by fuel efficiency, or what do you mean by calorific value? It is the amount of heat required for a complete combustion of a fuel. Okay, so amount of heat produced when during the complete combustion of a fuel, and that is called the calorific value. And different fuels have different calorific value. Then we studied about the burning of fuels lead to harmful products. Now we can read our textbook, burning of fuels lead to harmful products. Anne Maria, please read it.
In increasing fuel consumption has harmful effects on the environment. Carbon fuels like wood, coal, petroleum release unburned carbon particles. These fine particles are dangerous pollutants causing respiratory diseases such as asthma. Incomplete combustion of these fuels gives carbon monoxide gas. It is a very poisonous gas. It is dangerous to burn coal in a closed room.
Okay, please
Just-
stop. That is a question here. Why it is dangerous to burn coal in a closed room? That is a question. What will be the answer? The incomplete combustion of the fuels like wood, which produces carbon monoxide gas, and it is a very poisonous gas. Okay, so with the limited amount of oxygen, it produces carbon monoxide gas and cause harmful effect. Please underline that point. Okay, read it.
The carbon monoxide gas produced can kill persons sleeping in that room. Combustion of most fuels releases carbon dioxide in the environment. Increased concentration of carbon dioxide in the air is believed to cause global warming.
Okay, underline the term global warming. What is global warming? Then read that column also. Global warming is the
Global warming is the rise in temperature of the atmosphere of the earth. This results, among other things, in the melting of polar glaciers, which leads to a rise in the sea level, causing floods in the coastal areas. Low-lying coastal areas may even be permanently submerged underwater.
okay. Enough. Sean, please read the fourth point.
Burning of coal and diesel releases sulfur dioxide gas. It is an extremely
Suffocating,
suffocating and
corrosive.
corrosive gas.
Suffocating
Moreover,
means which is so much irritating and make a corrosive gas.
Moreover, petrol engines give off gaseous oxides of nitrogen, oxides of sulfur and nitrogen dissolve in